Well, hello, my wonderful math students. Welcome to another exciting lesson. Okay, all right, I'll quit the silliness. No, I won't. And welcome to another exciting lesson in math class. I know volume is not that exciting, but at least it's a real thing, and it's something you will encounter in your real life, unlike a Pythagorean theorem problem, right? Okay. Well, anyway, so today we're going to talk about volume again, only now we're going to talk about the volume of cylinders. But before we do that, I want to cover how to find the missing side of a rectangular prism, okay, meaning a box of some sort. Because up until now, what we've been doing is finding the volume when I've given you all of the sides. But what if you get a problem like this one, where you're given the volume, and you're given two sides? How do you find the other one? So this one has a volume of 180 cubic inches, a length that's 9 inches, and a height that is 4 inches. What's the width? We don't know. So let's set this up. Now, this is where your algebra comes in handy, even on something like this, because we can set it up using this formula, volume equals length times width times height. So 180 equals, and our length is 9, and I'm just going back to the old dot thing instead of the x, and our height, well, I'll keep it in the same order here. We've got our width is next, okay, doesn't matter about the order, but I thought I'd just follow along, and our height is 4. So there, I've set it up in the exact same order, but it really doesn't matter. So let's simplify this. So the first thing we want to do is we want to look over here. We've got a 9 and a 4. We can multiply them. So let's do that. 180 equals 9 times 4, which is 36. 36W. Now, one more step and we're done. We just have to take the 36 and divide both sides by 36. That leaves us with our W all alone. So, on my calculator, since I had 180 already there. How did that happen? Divide by 36. All right, 180 divided by 36 is 5. So, W in this case equals 5. Simple. Just a little extra step. You got to do a little division here, but not a big deal. Here you go. One for you. You can do this. All right, one more practice. I know you can handle it. Now moving on to cylinders. So let's compare. You already know about volume of a rectangular prism like this fish tank. Okay, we've got length, width, height, and we multiply those all together, and that gives us our volume. Now, in the case of a cylinder, we want to do the similar thing. We want to do like a width kind of idea, a height, and yeah, we want to do that. But it's a little bit weird because it's a circular shape. So instead of going into all the details of where the pi came from, has to do with the circumference going around, which is the same thing as perimeter. All right, we're going to take pi, multiply that times r squared, times the h, which is height still, okay? So it's a little h. Sorry, I didn't mean to write on that. Now, r, what in the world is that thing? Well, down here I've got a little diagram to show you. Radius. The radius is what we call r, and it's just from the center all the way out to the edge, all right? Halfway across, all right? Just either you can figure it either from the edge to the center or the center to the edge, okay? Just the halfway across part. That is called the radius. And of course, you already know what pi is. Pi is 3.14, goes on and on forever and ever, and that's an approximation. So we're going to use that. Here's our new formula. We're going to use that to get some volumes of cylinders. So here's our first one. I'm going to show you how to do this. Notice this one we have down here. If I can get my pen there. Here we go. 8 millimeters is our radius. All right. Sometimes it's nice to label things. I like to do that. Okay. So that's my R right here. 8 millimeters. My height is right here. It's the 12. All right. That's my height. And of course, pi is pi, and we're trying to get volume. Now notice the question says, find volume for the figure. Round your answers to the nearest hundredth. All right, so far we've been mostly doing tenth, but nearest hundredth if necessary. So we are going to use an approximation for pi in that case. So here we go. V equals, now pi, I'm going to write the symbol pi, but when I put it into my calculator, I'm going to use the pi button. And we all know where that is, I hope by now. Let's see, R is 8, so 8 is going to be squared, and H is 12. So, literally, let's just do it on the calculator. You can do this. Let's see, cleared my button. I'm going to start with the pi, hit the times button, 8 squared, and hit the times button again, and 12, hit the equals, and here's what we get. A nice large number that doesn't want to stop. Let's see, I got, I'm going to copy V, 2,412.7, and then it goes on after the 7. There's a 4 and then a 3. The 3, we don't need to round the 4 up then, okay? So it had a 3 here. I'm going to write that. Well, if it's 4 or less, we let this one rest. So I'm just going to get that out of there because it's asking for hundredth. And this is the 100th place. So let's see, what is our unit? Our unit is millimeters. All right, millimeters. And since we have multiplied, we've done millimeters twice here, so millimeters squared and millimeters here, that gives us millimeters cubed. So remember, volume is a three-dimensional figure. Okay, we're talking about three-dimensional, so you're going to see a 3 on the units every time. So watch for that. I'll just warn you now, I can be sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Here you go. Give it a try. Now we're going to do some more problems, but before we do, I wanted to show you how to do that same problem that I did a minute ago, but finding the exact volume for the figure. So one more time, we're going to write down our formula with all the numbers in. All right, pi, r squared, r, as you remember from the last time we did this one, is 8. So 8 is squared times 12. Now this time we're not going to punch in the button for r, or for pi. We're just going to punch in these numbers, and we're going to leave v, and it's going to be some number times pi. So here we go. Clearing my calculator, 8 squared times 12 equals 768 pi, and what are our units? The same as they were before, millimeters cubed. Remember, three-dimensional figure, it's going to be cubed. Okay, so that is the exact volume because we did not use an approximation for the value of pi. Okay, let's see how you do with this one. Remember, I can be sneaky. All right, last problem. This one's a bit of a challenge. Let's see if you can catch the little difference that is going on here. Again, I guess I was a little sneaky on that, but just a bit of a challenge. I bet you some of you can handle this one. Well, that's it. Volume. We went over calculating the volume of cylinders, and we reviewed a little bit about volume of rectangular prisms, finding a side instead of just finding the volume. The volume is easy peasy. Finding the side's a little more squeezy. All right, have a good day. Thanks for watching.